Welcome back to the Guitar Vault, YouTube subscribers and web surfers on the seek for the John Mayer Silver Sky. Here it is, in the flesh. First thing that got me about the guitar, the neck. Neck is perfect. I believe they modeled it after one of John's 63 Strats that he really liked. I know a guy that owns a bunch of vintage Strats. I've got to touch him and feel him. And one thing that he explained to me about the vintage necks that was so different is the rounded edges and how everything is just rounded off nice. And care is just really taken for the player and the hand that's going to sit on the neck. And you can feel it. Especially, I have big hands. I like a bigger neck. This neck isn't huge, but it's just perfect. Looking down on it, it's like looking down on a vintage neck. And like John said, the contours of the headstock, totally familiar. You know, there's nothing to get used to there. No learning curve. It's just right. The contour right here, I really like this cutaway. That's kind of PRS signature. I really like that. And the way that the heel is, when you're up high, it's very comfortable here, because you can really get your hand in there, and totally free to get to these upper frets. '57 Fender Deluxe, pretty much bone stock. It's got a new speaker. The original speaker does come with the sale, but it's completely been gone through. All original Astron caps, low leakage. There's no buzzing. It's all new old stock tubes. My friend Dale Latimer in Gulfport, Mississippi, went through the whole thing. It sounds great. So that's another item to add to your favorites for when you get that money and you want to pull the trigger on that. So this is the guitar. Neck pickup. Nothing more to say. Just play. I like to play rhythm in the middle a lot, kind of that country kind of rock sound. The pickups, you know, when you do that palm muting, they're really full. Very balanced. Next position down, the two pickups. And you have the tone control, which is a popular mod. When you go down to the bridge. One thing I'd like to mention that for touch is the knobs, very smooth, and they do a lot. One thing that I noticed when I first picked up the guitar that I'm not noticing so much anymore because I'm getting used to the way it sounds. When you roll back to like 8.5, you kind of get a typical Strat sound. But they kind of go over the top. with just the one little notch. You a Robert Cray thing? I don't think I know any Robert Cray. That's the Robert Cray sound right there. Nailed, just nailed. You have the ability to roll it back a little bit, like I said. It feels as good playing unplugged as it does playing plugged in. There's no dead spots. It just feels great. It's very exciting because it's such a quality instrument at an affordable price point. And it's going to put it into the hands of a lot of players and make us better players, and it's just great. One thing I didn't talk about was the trem, which is down on the body, which is what I do with mine. And it works really, really well, even, slammed to the body like it is. So we're getting several of them here at Guitar Vault USA. Remember, we are a signature dealer, so we get a lot of things that other dealers don't, being in that bracket. So if you're going to go out and look for one, I urge you to go to guitarvaultusa.com and check us out. We're here in New Hampshire. There's no sales tax here, and we are an American business, so support us. And we're a small business, so you'll really be helping out. It's got locking tuners as well up here, and nothing much more to say. No back plate for the ease of changing strings. Like if you play a lot like I do, and you're changing strings in the van, and you don't have to try to feed it through that little slot. It's rounded over and it's nice. Of course, it's painted in there all nice, which you wouldn't see on an average Strat. So it just looks great, feels great. It's very familiar, but very different. And the pickups, the sound, the 635 JM pickups, I think they nailed. Obviously, they worked on it a long, long time. If you know Paul, and you read about him, you know that he's just completely obsessed. That's a good word. He's obsessed, and he won't quit till it's right. And he got it right. And that's why if it took 4 years or 5 years or 10 years, he would have just taken whatever it took to make this guitar a reality. And it's at an affordable price point too. So if you're in the market for one, guitarvaultusa.com. We're right here in the United States in New Hampshire. No sales tax. We have very helpful staff. We'll help you with anything that you need. So reach out to us. And so we're getting quite a few of these in all 4 colors. This is Horizon red to average Joe like me and you. Yeah, we love it. I love it. I think you'll love it. Well, look at that. I just noticed that. That looks kind of cool with this cutaway. The way that the horn has this shape, just looking down on it. That's pretty cool. Like I said, you could sit and look at it all day. And that's one of the great things about a great design, is that you get lost. After you play it and you set it down, you get lost in all the little intricacies of the guitar. This jack plate, it's nice and round and fits the design really nice. The knobs, very ergonomic and easy to use, and the pots roll really easily. Another thing I'll add, if you do buy it from us, you get a free annual setup for life.